Hey guys, and welcome to a series that we are going to be playing on Crusader Kings 2, A Game of Thrones. Now, I know I don't play strategy games too often, such as EU4 or CK2. I haven't done it on the channel yet, but I really want to. Now, this game is really fun for me. It's a very fast game on my computer, which it gives it a little bit of a bonus, gives it some bonus points. And it's a fun game. There's intrigue, there's combat, there's diplomacy, there's a lot of things. Now, this is the Game of Thrones mod. So, if you don't know anything about Game of Thrones, you haven't watched season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever season we're on now, I don't even know. I just watch whatever episode's out. Then things could get messy for you. There's a lot of spoilers. This here, I mean, it tells you right off the bat. Warning, this scenario contains spoilers because it's a feast for crows. Now, I'm going to say that I am mostly up to date on the new season of Game of Thrones. I have been watching it quite often. I binge watched this newest season in one night, almost up to what I was at. I didn't get this week's episode, so I don't know what's going on there, which I'm sure we'll get to in like the events in like the first 15 minutes of this game. So, guys, there are some interesting characters that we can play. We can play Queen Daenerys Stormborn, Queen of Meereen in Slaver's Bay. If I can go over there. She is a Queen of Meereen in Slaver's Bay. I've thought about playing as Queen Daenerys. I believe her main goal is to go back and reconquer Westeros. So that could be a very interesting thing. We also have Lord Paramount Stannis of the Stormlands. Now, King Paramount Stannis, he is of the House Baratheon. He was Robert Baratheon's brother, as well as Renly Baratheon's brother. I looked up like family trees for all of this, and I just couldn't. I couldn't. The backstory in Game of Thrones is so much. I need a whole wall. I need a whole house full of walls to put everyone's backstory on. So the Baratheons were way back in the before times. The first Targaryen had a bastard. Boris, I believe, was his name. He founded the House Baratheon. And then the Baratheons married back into the Targaryens a while later, so on and so forth. So, in season 1, which would be Robert's Rebellion, was before the season started. It was before season 1. This is when they were overthrowing King Aerys the Mad. And Rhaegar Targaryen was Aerys' son. Daenerys Targaryen and her brother, who I can't remember his name because he dies in season 1. Very quickly. They die very fast. But so here's the Stormlands. So this is before season 1. Is Robert's Rebellion. And I'm just setting up some backstory here just so that we can get, kind of like a little bit into the game and understand what's going on. So, once that happened, after the rebellion, Robert won. So, King Robert ascended to the Iron Throne, and we have the King Paramounts. We have the North, the Vale, the Riverlands, the Westerlands, the Reach, the Stormlands, and Dorne. Now, Under Robert Baratheon's rule, Dorne joined the Iron Throne. However, beforehand, Dorne was the only ones that could stand up against the Targaryens. I don't know why. I haven't looked into the backstory of the fights between the Dornish and the Targaryens, but that's something interesting to look into. So then the Greyjoys rebelled. Nobody gives a damn about the Greyjoys. Let's be completely honest. They're like a minor character. Even his son is a minor character in the series. What's his name? Damn, I forget his name. Then we come to the Clash of Kings, where Joffrey. God damn it, Jamie. God damn it, Jamie. Where Joffrey is now the king. King Robb sits on the north. His, shit, it's like his cousin or some stupid shit. I don't even know what Robert is to him. But we have Robert dies in a boar? Yeah, it was a boar hunting accident. I wanted to say hog, but it's boar. He dies in a boar hunting accident. And because of that, his son, air quotes around that, takes his place. Now, his son, Joffrey, son, in air quotes again, is not actually his son. Joffrey is the illegitimized bastard of incest between Cersei Lannister and Jaime Lannister. Now, Robert Baratheon had many children. I believe there were like 20. There's a new episode in the new season where there is a seer who talks to Cersei when she's a child, and she says, "The king will have 20 children. None of them will be yours. You will have 4 children. None of them will be the king's." She does. She has 4 children of incest with her brother, Jaime Lannister. And this spurns on the conflict of Bran. And Bran is a boy who finds Cersei Lannister and Jaime Lannister having sex in an abandoned tower in Winterfell. That's a whole nother series. That's like a whole nother can of worms to look at. I don't really want to be looking at that right now. It's a backstory. It doesn't have anything to do with the actual game because we won't be able to see them. Because they actually won't be in the start that we're going to play. So the rebellion happens. Robb Stark is killed. The rebellion's put down by the Lannister house, by House Lannister, and Roose Bolton takes over the north. The Vale stays the same. Dorne is still ruled by Prince Doran. Most everything stays the same. The Lannisters kill off the Starks. Sansa Stark and Arya Stark are still around. Although Arya is in Braavos, which is over here, and Sansa Stark ends up in the north, awaiting marriage to Roose Bolton's son. Which is interesting in and of itself, and Littlefinger is betting that Stannis Baratheon, who we talked about earlier, is going to march down from the wall, where he got an army from Braavos, he went to the wall, beat the wildlings, and now he's looking to recruit them as an army. It's a very interesting turn of events. Robb Stark is also elected Lord Commander instead of, I forget who he was running against, but the guy was an asshole. That's all you need to know. The guy was an ass. Let's just get it over with. So, I have to say that my favorite character is Jon Snow in the entire series. He's my favorite character. Stannis offers him the chance to become a Stark. Because he is Jon Snow. He is a bastard of the North. Their last name is marked as Snow. So he's a Snow right now. He's not a legitimized bastard. Stannis Baratheon gives him the option to become a what? Okay, whatever. He gives him the option to be a Stark. And Jon has always wanted to be a Stark, but being at the wall, he has seen things that no one else has seen. He goes across the wall, he saves the entire North. And at that point is where we are going to pick up, is at the end of season 4, beginning of season 5, I think it is. And there's going to be an option given to us. I will not have faith in Joffrey. Never. At the beginning of the game, we're going to get a choice. Lord Commander Jon, I declare that Lord Commander Jon, I declare that my brother Robert left no trueborn issue of his body, the boy Joffrey, the boy Tommen, and the girl Marcella, being abominations of incest between Cersei Lannister and Sir Jaime the Kingslayer. By right of birth and blood, I do lay claim to the Iron Throne. Let all true men declare their loyalty. Signed, Stannis of House Baratheon, the first of his name, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar and the First Men, the Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. So, what I can do is, I can piss everybody off. Lord Commander Jon's opinion of King Tommen changes by 25 for 240 months, which is a long-ass time. Marcella, Lord Commander Jon's opinion of Marcella changes by 25. Lord Paramount Stannis, they present the following evidence. He argues that they may look nothing like their father, in that they have golden hair and not the black hair of a true Baratheon. He reveals that Cersei and Jaime Lannister have been carrying on an affair, and he also claims to have seen proof of their illegitimacy in the Flames. Now, in the Flames is a very interesting thing. Stannis believes in the Lord of Light. The Red Priestess makes him burn people alive. I don't really agree with this. They tried to burn the king beyond the wall, and this was a moment that just really got me. Jon put him out of his misery before he was burned alive. So, I can side with Stannis Baratheon, or I can stay out of it. I can say, hey, I am part of the Night's Watch. I cannot interfere with the wars of men below the wall. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because I'm going to have a hard enough time staving off the attacks from winter, which is going to be scary as all get out. So, wow. That's a lot of men right there. Holy shit. Vassals. Whoa. I can raise a lot of guys. Okay. Whoa. Okay. That fixed that. So, oh my god. You gotta be telling me. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. The White Book. Read the tome that records the deeds of every member who has ever served in the history of the King's Guard. Show owners of Valyrian blades. Jon Stark wields Longclaw. Yeah, so Jon has one. Okay. Show me the dragons. Untamed dragons. Daenerys Targaryen. Whew, that's scary. Eventually there will be dragon riders that will get a lot. So, show blood feuds. Employ a new courtier. I want to buy a buy a slave. Buy slaves for your camps. Buy Unsullied. An Astapor Saver will be approached. Delegate granting the of honored titles. Okay. Interesting. So I want to... A holy man, more. A man good with coin. Because I need... I can't do this? My brother Rob and his fellow Northmen were outrageously murdered by the Freys at the Red Wedding. This is despite having guessed right. This dishonorable action has brought the scorn and disgust of House Stark and the entire North upon the Freys. The North remembers! Lord House Stark and Frey will enter a blood feud. My brother murdered by the Freys. The North remembers! And Lannister will enter a blood feud. Interesting enough. So, the Rangers are bringing in terrible reports. Dead things stalk the woods and White Walkers have been spotted. See, this is what I'm worried about, though. Oh, damn. Wow. So... The wall is mine. With the aid of Stannis Baratheon, we have repelled the wildlings, and now I have been chosen by my brothers as the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. Stannis' struggle for the Iron Throne continues, however, and he proposes that I be his Lord of Winterfell. Now, this is an interesting dilemma. I can gain the North. And Prince Aemon of the Iron Throne gains the Night's Watch. Lord Commander loses a trait Black Brother. I lose the trait Bastard. I gain the trait Legitimized Bastard. I will no longer be known as Snow. I will lose 100 piety. He becomes my new liege. And Stannis will fight to install you as Lord of Winterfell in the North. So, I can bet on whether or not to keep the wall, or I can bet on being in the North and aiding the wall later. And, you know, guys, I think I'm going to leave this decision for the next episode. That way you guys are left with a nice, juicy cliffhanger. As always, guys, if you like the video, hit that like, subscribe button. That is below me, or below the video. I'm not here this time because there's so much on the screen. And, as always, I will see you guys in the next video.